We begin tonight at 5 o'clock with a nationwide shortage that's now being felt right here in central Indiana.
That's right. County health departments and local pharmacies tell us that they are running out of those rapid tests to detect COVID-19. And this comes at a time when they are desperately needed.
For sure. Take a look at this. Daily, we have seen new cases here in Indiana in the thousands. And today, no exception. 5,315 more Hoosiers testing positive just today. And that high case count means, of course, a lot of people are getting tested every day.
So tonight, our Lauren Kostick takes a look at what you need to know if you right now are looking for a test.
At Fisher's COVID testing site, it was one car after another.
We've had since Thanksgiving or just before Thanksgiving an increase in utilization of our site. We're seeing on average about 230 people a day.
But about 2 weeks ago, the Fisher's Health Department ran out of COVID rapid tests because of a national shortage.
Shortly after that, we received a notice from the State Department of Health that they would not be able to provide tests at this time because they were unable to obtain them as well.
Boone and Madison counties have also run out, and many pharmacies like Walgreens and CVS are limiting appointments.
It's quite frustrating at this point in the pandemic to be feeling like we're back where we were in the beginning.
But Monica Health said there are plenty of PCR tests still available, which are considered the gold standard and more accurate.
You don't get the results back immediately like you do with the rapid test. So I know that a lot of us have come to rely on those rapid tests, and it's frustrating to not have them available.
Especially with this recent spike in testing due to seasonal infections and holiday gatherings.
All right, you are all set.
How many days you said?
It's going to take about 2 to 3.
Okay, gotcha.
And without rapid tests available, Health said this could also put a strain on labs processing results.
We're seeing a lot of people switch. We were doing about 150 rapid tests a day. So all of those are now PCR tests, and so that could have some other impacts in the system.
So if you know you need a test before traveling, or your student is quarantining and needs one before heading back to school, make sure you schedule that appointment earlier so you have enough time to get those results back.
Thank you, Lauren. We checked in with the state health department, and they said it's not receiving its full weekly order of these test kits because of the shortage. Currently now, they're working to get more from some other sources. And in the meantime, they suggest that you go get a PCR test.
Also today, we learned that Indiana is one of 6 states accounting for more than half of the country's recent COVID hospitalizations. Most of the states, as you can see on this map, in the Midwest. In addition to Indiana, there's Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York. NBC News found 60% of new COVID hospitalizations are in these states. Now, as of midnight here, more than 2,700 people are in the hospital with COVID. That's the biggest number since the first week of January, which is before anyone was fully vaccinated. And just look how quickly the numbers are climbing. Hospitalizations have more than doubled in just 1 month.
You know, it seems like we just started talking about booster shots, but the CEO of Pfizer is now saying you might need to get a 4th shot. Yes, the booster is the 3rd.
Right.
That 4th shot might come along sooner than expected.
Yeah, here's why they're saying that. They say because the Omicron variant can undermine protective antibodies that are generated by the vaccine. Now, his statement came after Pfizer released results from a study showing how its vaccine works against the Omicron variant.
The company says the initial 2-dose vaccine protects you from getting severely sick from it, but the booster really works against it.
Dr. Anthony Fauci says this news is encouraging, but there's still more we need to know.
I'd like to learn a little bit more, as we will over the next few days to weeks, about the transmissibility as well as the degree of severity of disease.
Pfizer's CEO said the company should know next week whether kids ages 12 to 15, whether they'll need to get a booster shot as well.
We learned today 200 million Americans now have gotten their COVID shots. About 48 million have gone ahead and gotten a booster. That means there's about 96 million eligible adults who have yet to get a booster shot for COVID-19. The CDC recommends getting your booster 6 months after your 2nd dose of the vaccine if you took Pfizer or Moderna, or 2 months after that single-dose vaccine that was manufactured by Johnson & Johnson.
Happening tonight, a virtual town hall to discuss pregnancy and the COVID vaccine. The Hamilton County Health Department's hosting this. 2 local obstetricians from IU Health, along with a pediatrician from Ascension Medical Group, will lead the discussion and take some questions as well. Starts tonight at 6:30. Again, this is virtual, and you will need to have Microsoft Teams to join. We've put the link for you with this story tonight on WTHR.com.